ForeverSeeking YouTube. How y'all living, man? It is 7:34 in the morning. You did. I got work, but I got my bag, school bag, everything on me, son. I gotta be to this house for 8 o'clock, but it's literally like 2 minutes away. So I'm gonna try to go to Chick-fil-A like 10 minutes away, order my food, come back, and I should still make it back in time, bro. And I don't even want to sound like a hypocrite with what I'm saying right now, but to go back into, you know, the whole understanding what part of life you in and sacrificing when you're supposed to and sacrificing the right things, bro. Life is short, bro, but life definitely plays itself out in phases, you know? I think it's good to have the understanding and wisdom of an older person, but you still have to understand sometimes that you aren't in that phase of life that an older person is in to apply those things. So like, for example, my mama was telling me my 20s was about trial and error, learning. My 30s was about applying all the stuff that I learned. And now my 40s are just so cool because I've done so good for so long at what I'm supposed to do that, you know, it's almost fun and easy and cool, you know? And I just say that to say, she was telling me about this trip that I was thinking about taking back to Louisiana in like 3 weeks, bro. I don't know if I'm going still, but she was like, I say all that to say, just go. So I say that to say, I understand that to keep me ahead of the curve or even on track, because I never know what's going to come up in my 30s that may push me behind the bar, right? That I need to be sacrificing right now, bro. I said all that to simply say that, you know, I need to be sacrificing things right now for me to get where I want to go, bro, you know, and I'm okay with that, man. I'm not upset, drove, hurt, mad, or nothing, bro, and I understand that. So I know where I'm at with it. I know it needs to be done, bro. I definitely don't see myself doing this forever. Like, no. Not cool missing out on holidays. Not cool missing out on birthdays. Not cool missing out on basketball games and events for my siblings, bro. My sister crossed and, you know, became an AKA. Like, I'm not excited missing out on that, cuz, you know. I got one battery bar of life, so I'm about to be quick. I don't want my camera to fall, and I don't want it to die. But, I don't know what y'all get from Chick-fil-A. I get the little chicken minis, you dig? My mama put me on them, and then for the drink, I either do an Arnold Palmer or OJ if it's breakfast time. I went the wrong way, but or my partner used to get this half lemonade, half high C. And I'm like, man, I don't know about that, bro. But then I was watching somebody on YouTube, Bree 2 Raw and Rockstar Just and Reggie 2 Times and all them, and they all literally order this. I'm not supposed to be busting on U-turn, but they all be getting this same little drink, like to a point where they just go get this drink and fries and everything. So I tried it, and it's straight, man. It's straight. It's cool. I ain't gonna say it's head and shoulders above a good orange juice or above the Arnold Palmer, but it's a cooler switch up, but in the minis. But this is what I really press play on here for before my camera died. I made this little song, you heard me, you know, I give the two of the songs first, you did. Hopefully my camera don't die on us, man.
Daydream made it so it's major, huh?
I like them Daydream beats, cause Daydream beat, yeah, made it so it's retarded. Yeah.
You only get one night. You only get one night for the road with me. I keep my eyes closed now, cause it's hard out for a soldier. And whatever don't bring you, type of shit that make you strong. stronger. And don't give in to fear in the clutch. Hold on longer. Yes, I'm still alone now. Don't want her, I can't own her. So sorry, I'm not sorry now. They left me out like goner. Say he known to go all in. Flip the script, went from boy to man. Take a lot of fighting in this life. And you gotta sting. You know what this costs. But then I'm ready for war. But I need me some more heart, and I'm keeping it hard. I don't be feeling you boys. I place my fear in the conversations we keeping in case I gotta draw out the sword. I keep for the funds, I'm a different king, and I'm strong, but I'm saying we hit his home like a dog, and we hit your dome if it's smart. I feel alone when it's done. You make me a home in your heart. I'll be at home when you are. So never you gotta go. Can you light up my sky like a conversation? Just say who you are. Push pause and then play and record. Hopefully this time will make it far.
Yeah, man, it's like that, yeah.
I'm gonna go on and lay it down right where I stand. Yeah, they might put fear in him, but all my people raise the man. Do me bad, never again. Once again, right where I stand. They never hold you down, at least until the very end. To forgive me for my ones that I commit again. And shorty, if you love me, I go until we see the end. Say I love me, gotta show me. No longer the old man. I find it kinda crazy how you only get one night for the road with me. I keep my eyes closed now, cause it's hard out for a soldier. And whatever don't break you, the shit that make you stronger. And don't give in to fear in the clutch, hold on longer. Yes, I'm still alone now. Don't want her, I can't own her. Sorry, I'm not sorry now. They left me out like goner.
I'm about to drive back to the crib tripping. Yeah, man, trying to get something. Yeah. What you think, though, doggy? I really like that move. I feel like that every song I make, if I feel like this the best song I done made to date, that mean I done did something right on that song. You did. I love that feeling, like, I love that feeling, son. And I explained to y'all the whole way I view the music making process and all of that already, man. You know, if you haven't watched that video, I don't even know which video it is, but for the ones that haven't, the way I look at music making, bro, simply put, is like, you can make a song on the outside to the naked eye, to the naked ear, it will sound like you talking about one person and one thing that happened in your life. But it's so fire because you could literally put together 20 different experiences in your life and make them sound like one experience by only saying she, only saying he, only saying you, only saying it, only saying why. You feel me? And it's just like a whole picture. And it's like you could put together stuff that your partner may have told you, you may have experienced, your mama may have told you, your girl may have done to you, your partner, girlfriend may have done to him, and it all be one whole story of, like, let's say it's a love song, you feel me? Maybe you was dating this girl, your partner got cheated on by a girl, and then in the song it sounds like we started dating and you cheated on me, or some shit like that. And then let's say your partner, your other partner and his girlfriend been great and they broke up and they got back together. And then we finally got back, made it work or something like that, you feel me? So the naked eye like, boy, this girl did this, that, and the third to you, you back with the wham. And it's just like, no, it's just a song, you know? And it's not even just on the love thing, it's about any experience in life. You know, if y'all boys be, you know, ski masking up and sliding on stuff, you feel me? Hey, you can put together Tom, Bill, Hank, whoever's story if you want to. Music is about entertainment and it's about how you feel, you know? If you feel it, you know, who's to say how you feel is any less real than what somebody may have, quote unquote, experienced? Because at the end of the day, the reason why an experience means so much is because of how it made you feel after the fact or even during it. So who's really living in a false reality if you're not living off your feelings versus somebody that is? You feel me? So yeah, man, I am pulling up to work. 5 minutes to spare, so I'm finna go in there and eat and do my little 1, 2. You understand me? But serious though, bro, I'm finna go in there and knock this workout, man. Get dressed and eat this grub and start my little day. So I'm gonna tap back in, and I put the do-rag on the shortcut. I ain't getting waves, no, but I just wanna have something over my head at night, and it's real loose at the top, like it's real loose. So I just gotta shuffle my head down and it's straight. But yeah, man, let me go into work and I'm gonna tap back in later on. You did. Wow, what up, too? I'm driving past this big old 18-wheeler. They made me nervous, but I just got out the gym, got it in right queasy. You dig? I gotta get my oil changed. It's 11:59. I gotta be there for 12 o'clock, man. So I'm, you know, pushing it, pedal to the metal, hauling boot tight. I'm probably gonna make it there right at 12. Maybe a minute or two after, but nothing crazy. They going smooth though. The only thing about it is the back and forth driving, son. And sometimes you just gotta take your lick with that, because you could try to structure your day out, and we try to as much as we can. And there's always, you know, room for improvement in anything, bro. But sometimes stuff just pop up, you know. Sometimes we configure and we need to work on structuring our week out better, for sure. But as things are going right now, sometimes we configure everything morning of, afternoon of, day of. So it's like, okay, well, man, I still had my few things I needed to do. Now I'm understanding to get it in with our schedule. We got these things to do. It make the most sense if I do this, you do this, and you know, unfortunately, I got a back and forth, so I gotta go like 20 minutes away to get my oil changed. 20 minutes away where I'm getting my oil changed is where I want to end my day off, which is riding the bike today. But I have to come all the way back, number one, to get my bike because of the time thing. So I wanted to push my oil change appointment back so I could have time to put my bike on here, finish my oil change, go straight to my bike. But it ain't working like that. So I have to come back 20 minutes this way anyway. But I also what I really have to do, which the bike thing is like secondary, obviously that's a want. A need is one of the clients got his check today, and it's time for him to spend his check, and I told him I would take him, spend his little money, you know. So I have to come 20 minutes away to do that, which he lives actually where my bike is at. So it's kind of two birds with one stone. Like I said, it made the most sense for me to do it this way, but in the midst of that, I do have to back and forth, bro. And in the truck, you know, V8, Dodge, Ram, that stuff, gas, bro, I don't want to even talk about it, son, because I just filled my truck up $65 on Monday afternoon. It's Thursday, and I have a quarter tank of gas left, bro. And I hate that, son. I really do hate that, bro. And the thing about my truck is that it comes in when I need it, which is to move my bike. So I can't be upset at that. But the other 85-90% of the time, I don't need a truck, bro. I barely have a truck full, and as long as I had something that was decently spacious with great gas mileage, I would be straight, you know. And that would I be upset at myself sometimes about, bro, you know, man. But you gotta pay to play. My camera finna die. I'ma charge it at the dealership while they changing my oil. Hopefully it don't take that long. And I'm gonna do a little work on the computer. So before my camera die, I'm gonna tap back in. What up, too? I'm letting my camera charge. I still only got one boy left, but I just edited this video. Then I thought about my camera, put it on the charger, and charging for like 5 minutes. But edited the video. I'm not gonna upload it on my hotspot because I'm gonna be here all day. But I'm taking care of this, waiting on them. How you doing, sir? They don't speak here, but it's cool. I'm waiting on them to send me a quote or give me a quote for my brake pads or something that's going on. But hopefully it don't take the rest of the day to take care of this. But yeah, gonna watch the rest of these training videos with Andre Diaz I was telling y'all about, with the trading and everything. Knock that out. Upload my video when I get home, and I'll eat something, bro. But that's it. Let my camera charge, so it's time to go. My hotspot tripping out. Pick it up. I'll pick it up. I just got me some grub. I want to do a quick little food review. Lane's chicken fingers. Kind of remind me of Kane's chicken fingers in Louisiana. You know, we got a lot of them. I just left the dealership. I told y'all that, man. They was trying to, they did what they were supposed to do, the oil change and the tire rotation, but nah, that ain't it. Good thing I got a Sprite from the dealership. and some water in my cup. But nah, that ain't it. But dealership, man, they always want to add extra stuff, bro. I don't know if I really needed it or not, son. They wanted me to get a 4x4 drive line, something, and I don't know cars, and my brake pads for sure. I know that they definitely need to do that, but I'm waiting on them to call me back because I think my warranty might cover that, son. But I'm gonna go Texas toast. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, this toast actually, if you eat a lot of Cane's, bro, in my opinion, Cane's toast slickly fell off a little bit because I don't know, like the metal be bready instead of if it being like a real toast. I don't know. I feel like it ain't used to be like that. But toast, 9 out of 10. Fry, it's a decent fry. Decent fry. I got 2 spicy and 2 regular tenders. Cane's don't have spicy, just normal tenders. Regular with no sauce. I got honey mustard and Lane sauce for my sauce. I'm gonna do both with no sauce, and then both with honey mustard and Lane sauce, and see which one is better. Something quick for y'all. This normal tender, no sauce. Alright, cool. Very similar to a Cane's tender. Very similar. Spicy. Got a more crispy outside. It's not spicy. A little spicy. I would normally get probably the spicy tenders. I would get the spicy tenders because they really taste like pepper. They don't taste like spicy. Like, go spicy tender with honey mustard. Bussin'. Bussin'. Regular tender with honey mustard. Both good. Both good. Spicy take the cake by a little bit. Lane sauce with the spicy tender. It slickly remind me of Cane's. Alright, it probably gonna remind me more of Cane's with the regular tender and the Lane sauce. Let me see. Definitely. I would always, matter of fact, go 2 spicy and 2 regulars because they didn't do that just because they seem like they normally do that. But I would rather the spicy tender with the honey mustard, the Lane sauce with the regular tender. The regular tender obviously remind me more of Cane's. This is like a unique tender. The spicy one is just good. I would eat it with the honey mustard. It remind me of this place in Abbeville where all my people from in Louisiana. Food, etc. They tenders be kind of spicy. And they hot. Well, they be hot, so hot that sometimes they taste spicy. And I get honey mustard with mine, and this remind me of that. So this remind me of 2 different places. Fries good. Overall, only points they get off is for this nasty ass Arnold Palmer. Only because of this. Because everything else I would get again. And compared to Cane's, it ain't Cane's. But if I look at this as its own type of food by itself, including the nasty drink, including the sauces, the different flavors of wing, gotta give them, of tenders. Cane's don't have that. So we got its own place. I would give them a, even with the nasty drink, a 9. A 9. A 9. And if you into the point systems, I would do like 9.4 because of the drink. 9.4. I just had the AC off though for this whole review. And it's only 69 outside, bro, but I don't know. Let me see. It ain't that bad outside. This truck feel like 100 degrees. I feel like I got beads of sweat on top of my forehead, man. But, yeah. That's all for this, man. Lane's chicken fingers. I'm gonna call. I'll literally getting texted while I'm doing this. I gotta make some more calls for work before the day's over. Let me handle this and I'm gonna pick the cam up when I pick the cam up. You did. Wow, what up, too, man? Today has been a doozy of a day, man. I just came back from one of the workhouses. I don't even know why I said came back. I just left out, bro. I scheduled an appointment, man. Certain information I didn't have. Had to get this binder. Had to figure out this information. Call these people. Get transferred here. Get this number. Finally call back. All that to say I'm finally done, and now I am done for the day, bro. It is 3:25. I've been up since like 7 this morning. You dig? Which to most people that just ain't like a regular work day, and I don't care. You feel me? I've been ripping and running and working and smirking and irking and lurking and jerking and flirking and murking all day, jugging, man. You heard me? Driving and sitting and driving and doing other things. You feel me? Whenever it's a whole bunch going on and you don't just got a one-track mind, like you just punch this clock and just do this for this person for this amount of time, and it's only a few different ways it could go, and you know each way, bro. Hey, that's way more of a peace of mind than you waking up knowing what time you gotta wake up, not knowing what time you're gonna get off, not knowing where you gotta go, what you gotta do, who you gotta be around, what you gotta say. You feel me? That's completely different, bro, and it makes your days feel like a lot has been going on, bro. Like a lot has been going on, bro. Like, oh man, bro, and it's crazy. It's super crazy, like super crazy, son. But it make you feel super good after the fact. Like this the type of work, like it's satisfying when you leave. Like I see how doctors, and yes, I'm comparing myself to a doctor because I'm making sure people's mental health are okay. I'm scheduling appointments, bringing them to work, making sure they are on strict routines every single day, giving them forms of engagement to keep them on this one soundtrack mind of life, and not what they say, not going off track, basically, bro, and messing up the progress that they making through doing these things every single day. You understand? Making sure that they okay. You being people's personal assistant. You feel me? You doing things that people's mind just up until a certain point they reach a ceiling, and you have to know and gauge each of your people, how they interact with you, and pick it up in the place that makes the most sense. You don't always get it right, but that's another reason why it's so satisfying. You know, a doctor working on somebody who has multiple GSWs, you feel me? It's super satisfying. It makes you feel good whenever you don't know what's gonna happen, but you give it all you had, and you feel me? You save a life. You give somebody the opportunity to go become something better and live and fight and breathe and do things for another day. Ah, man, I hate talking with my air on. I just realized my air was on the whole time I was talking, but still though, son, it's like super freaking satisfying whenever that is going on, son. So I'm experiencing a little bit of that, making sure these guys are straight, taking care of stuff so they could be okay, man. Had a long day, and then I worked my second job tonight at 10. It is 3:30, so I got a few hours to take a nap, relax the mind, and, you know, do it all over again tonight. The other job is not bad. I feel like I'm not as emotionally invested in the day-to-day operation, just because it's more like a 9-to-5 job, and as long as I do my thing where I can put my one soundtrack mind, which is make sure these people are clean, literally. I don't have to give out meds, and make sure they are clean, like literally. If they sleeping when I get there, and they sleep when I leave most of the time, so as long as they aren't dookie themselves and everything like that sometimes happens, and I mean, I'm just chilling over there. So that's all I got that way, man. I'm literally pulling up to the crib, bro. today has been a day, man. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Thank the Most High for these days that make my days so lovely, son. But like I said, I feel like, you know, it's satisfying, and I feel like doctors. I feel like people who, you know, do put in time, dedication, hard work, and things like that into making sure other people are okay. And I feel like this is exactly what we're doing. You feel me? And that doesn't even include the fact that we have to be invested into the day-to-day operation, the managerial work, the director work, things that have nothing to do with the client. You feel me? In a sense, I mean, yeah, staff is, without staff, you don't have care for the client. But I mean, things like literally dealing with staff day to day and the things that they go through, because they are human and stuff like that, and life happens, you know. But yeah, though, man, it's a part of it. I'm loving it, enjoying it. I'm learning every single day how much I could take and keep going, right? And I'm gonna say one last thing. In addition to all of that, y'all gotta see, y'all obviously know that I'm in school, so you obviously have to manage that. You obviously know I'm trying to put out these YouTube videos. I edited a video today. I'm gonna upload it when I get in the house. I made my thumbnail and everything, emailed it to myself, ready to go. Just gotta post it. So amongst doing all that, you find your ways of doing that, and it just show you how much you could take, bro. Living on the edge of that chaos and order, you know, trying to find happy mediums and give it all you've got. You feel me? Because what other way to live your life than this one? You understand? So we gonna continue to do what we gotta do, man. I just pulled up into the parking garage. You dig? I'm finna wind down, call my lalaya, and I am gonna chill. I'm gonna hop in the shower and everything and just relax for the rest of the afternoon, bro, till I gotta go back to work tonight. What up, Tube? How y'all living, man? I just packed my water, packed my bag, book sack, and the gym bag for tomorrow, bro. I gotta go to this other job overnight. It's like 30 minutes away. I'm like 30 minutes away. Should be getting there fairly decent time. Trying to hurry up. Yeah, man. Gotta have more all long sleeves, bro. You don't want none of that stuff getting on you. Booty germs and all of that. It's nasty. But time to head out. I ain't really sleeping. I'm actually well rested, but I don't know, man. One thing I can say though, bro, life just hit everybody in different ways, different seasons, at different times, man. You know, best advice I can give y'all is be there for people, bro. Be there for folks, man. You know whenever your people around you need them. You know, that's why I say keep your circle as small as you can. It's cool to have acquaintances and things like that, but you know, you never know when the people around you need you, and when they need you, they really, really do need you, bro. You know, we all get so caught up in this grind, life, you know, expectations we have for ourselves, goals we trying to hit, that sometimes, and it's a double-edged sword when I say this, you know, it causes us to create this form of selfishness about ourselves, bro. Although it's really just a way for us to attack these goals, and most of us have these goals because we have dreams of doing right by the people that we love and care about. It still doesn't take away from the fact that there's people that need you, and when they need you, and a lot of times it's not calculated into this plan that we have of making it happen for ourselves, bro. So just don't forget about that, I guess, is in the end what I'm saying, bro. So, you know, y'all take that, do what y'all want with it, man. I'm about to load up the truck and take this drive, bro. First time back at this job in probably about 2.5, 3 weeks. Had my little lad come. Then they just didn't have no shift, so They really didn't have nothing all this week besides today and tomorrow. So it's cool though, bro. Appreciate y'all for watching my video, man. It means the absolute most that people care enough to click on it. You know, steadily evolving, grinding, elevating, and becoming better. Remember, through him you'll conquer it all. Through him, it was already done. I'm out of here.
I went through hell and back and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see